Today, we will be doing one of Florence's most popular legends and saints. In fact, we have to start with the Armenian prince Minias or San Miniato. Minias was an Armenian prince who was Christian, and he settled in Florence in the 3rd century AD. In that period, Emperor Decius started the first persecution of Christians throughout the empire. All the Christians went into hiding and would do their services in catacombs or in homes. Instead, Miniato always declared himself Christian, so he was the only Christian martyred in Florence. In fact, he was taken to the Roman amphitheater outside the eastern walls, where Via Torta is today, right by the ice cream parlor Vivoli's. And in that amphitheater, there were 4 attempts to kill him. Imagine the crowd. And the first attempt, a famished leopard was brought to the arena. The moment he saw Minias or Miniato, he dropped dead. So you can imagine the crowd, everyone is waiting for blood. The second attempt, they put him in a pot of boiling water. It was like a bubble bath for him, nothing happened. Then the third attempt, Minias had bolted lead put into his eyes and mouth. Nothing happened. At this point, time has passed, hours have passed, and the Romans wanted blood. So another famished animal, the lion this time, was brought up to the arena. Minias or Miniato made the sign of the cross, and the lion became as playful as a puppy. So at this point, one of the Roman soldiers lost his patience and beheaded Minias with a sword. And it didn't end there. Miniato or Minias grabbed his head, took 3 giant leaps across the arena, and landed where the church of San Miniato is today. The legends regarding him were all put together by Drogo, the first abbot of San Miniato. If you go to San Miniato, you have to go upstairs, right by the sacristy, and you will see this altarpiece by Casentino of San Miniato and scenes from his life. And you can see Minias with a crown. He was an Armenian prince, and you can see a palm leaf. He was died for his faith. The palm leaf is a symbol of eternal life. So, as you see, you're looking at one of the most beautiful churches in Florence, the Romanesque Church of San Miniato, right after Piazzale Michelangelo. If you look carefully, you will see that it is a Tuscan Romanesque church. Romanesque means Roman-like because the facade is faced with green and white marble, and the ground story has blind arches that you can't see through. And then this facade was extremely influential for the Dominican Church of Santa Maria Novella, the facade done by Leon Battista Alberti, the only early Renaissance church facade in Florence. Now, as I said, this was one of Florence's most popular saints. And this time we move to another Florentine spot, and it is Florence's New Market by Giovan Battista del Tasso, done for Cosimo I. In fact, the New Market was built to house the benches of gold and silk merchants, luxury items. The old market in today's Piazza della Repubblica had become a Jewish ghetto in Cosimo's time. In fact, his title of Grand Duke Cosimo I of Tuscany had to be approved by Pope Pius IV, who approved it once the ghetto was built. It was there where the bankers, the gold merchants had their benches, and the silk merchants had their merchants, luxury items, and in fact, in the center of the market, you can see when you don't have all the benches there, you can see a cartwheel, the so-called scandal stone. It was the cartwheel used by Florence's first democracy. That was taken, this cartwheel was part of a wheel cart called the carroccio that was taken to battle. And in the center of the market, we have this so-called scandal stone where insolvent debtors were chained and put in the center of the scandal stone. They had to remove their trousers and they had to hit their bottom on the scandal stone for everyone to see. And in fact, their bench in the market was broken, bankrupt, thus coining the term bankruptcy, which is still used today. So the term bankruptcy began in Florence in the New Market of Grand Duke Cosimo I. In the market, we have a statue that has become one of Florence's most popular sites, the Porcellino. The Porcellino, or an endearing term for little pig, or little hog, has been given to this boar. Now, the original boar was given to Grand Duke Cosimo I of Tuscany when he visited Rome, and the Pope gave him a hedonistic white marble boar as a present. And in 1630, Cosimo I's grandson, Grand Duke Cosimo II, decided to make a copy of this marble boar to be placed in a fountain in the New Market. So in Florence, he is called the Porcellino. Actually, you probably will notice how this young woman is rubbing the boar's snout. According to legend, if you rub the Porcellino's snout and put a coin in its mouth, there's a grate in front of it, and if the coin falls inside the grate, it means that you will return to Florence and you will have a very fortunate year. If you rub it twice, you will fall in love with Florence and with a Florentine. As you see, nowadays, the money that goes inside the pond, below the grate, goes to the Madonnina del Grappa. The Madonnina del Grappa is a charitable organization founded in 1914 to help the homeless. In fact, many of our students go as volunteers to their soup kitchen in Piazza Santissima Annunziata. So this is our first episode on Florentine legends.